welcome the mixed doubles World Rank 5 from Korea, Jihee and Sangsu. And now, let's welcome the mixed doubles World Rank 1 from Chinese Taipei, Ching and LIN.
The big stage, the big occasion. It's all set here for the last match of the first session here of the final day of play. The last of our doubles finals, the mixed doubles title match. Once again, over best of 5 games here at the Lusail Sports Arena. These two have already won a title here in this first session. Lee Sangsu in the men's doubles, JEON Jihee in the women's doubles encounter. Eman Mohamed Fahmy, our umpire for this last match of the session. Sanita Sve is our assistant umpire for this final. They've already won a title each, looking to double up, and the team looking to deny them the winners of the WTT Contender Doha event. Lin Wenru and Cheng. There are the trophies they're competing for. It's been a fascinating first session here with these couple of doubles finals. This could be a fitting finale, though, couldn't it, to this trio of doubles finals we've had here?
It sure can be, Guy. Of course, we've got in form JEON Jihee and Lee Sangsu, as you just said, who've just won the both men's and women's doubles. But they are taking on Ching and Lin Wenru, who are a fantastic duo in doubles. Honestly, again, another real interesting matchup.
They'll come in for the spin of the coin here. As I say, you can point this either way, really. Of course, Lee and JEON having won titles already in this session, but Lin and Cheng full of confidence as well. On the win streak, to keep it going here. One more match and to complete the double up. Something, of course, that Kasumi Ishikawa and Miyu Hirano weren't able to do earlier on. It's not easy to do with the level of competition. But they have the opportunity to try and achieve it here. So they've already been in action. We've had a good look at both JEON Jihee and Lee Sangsu, but they pair up now, and what a partnership it is as well that they've got here. I mean, Korea Republic really are blessed across all these events, you can see here, with some wonderful talents.
Absolutely. For me yesterday, JEON Jihee was the star in her semi-final match in the mixed doubles, with her forehand explosive, winning many outright points, and interested to see that here. And there you can see on screen when he took out Jun Mizutani and Mima Ito yesterday in the semi-final. A big win.
Yeah, dropped their first game, of course, of the run there against Mizutani and Ito. But as you say, it was an excellent win there over the top seeds in the end there in that one on their second match point, as it was 11-9 in that fourth game. So good success for them there to reach these finals, and now going for the double up, both of them here in this one. Of course, Lee falling relatively early in the men's singles, and JEON Jihee, what a tournament it's been for her, because of course she was involved against Mima Ito in the semis of the singles as well.
Yeah, a lot of table time, and you know, they both had table time today as well in their respective finals in the men's and women's. So that's what I'm going to be interested to see, how Lin and Cheng respond in this final. You know, first time coming out today.
Yeah, because obviously they've played on the main table plenty of times, and the teams do, you know, let's not get away from it, they have time as well, warming up as well before the session. But in terms of the match conditions, that's very different. And this is their first time out on the main table here today. The winners of the contender event, they combine so well. I mean, there's an argument for them being, obviously the Chinese will have something to say about this, but Lin and Cheng, you can make an argument for them being one of the best, if not the best mixed doubles teams out there right now.
Yeah, you know, for me, the combination of Cheng's close to the table attacking ability combined with Lin Wenru's consistency. He's left-handed, he's got a fantastic forehand, so he gets the angles. And of course, his backhand's so solid too. It's a very similar combination as Mizutani and Ito.
Yeah, that left-right hand partnership we talk about so much is in evidence on both sides of the table here for this one. And it's the last final of this first session. Of course, the singles finals to follow in the second and final session of play here at the WTT Middle East Hub. But here in this mixed doubles final, WTT star contender Doha, high-powered matchup here in prospect. It's been the case, you look at all the finals, you can say a similar thing about them. The winners of the contender event, Cheng Yi-Ching and Lin Wenru, take on JEON Jihee, who's already won the women's doubles with Shin Yubin, and Lee Sang-soo, who's won the men's doubles a short time ago with Jeon Young-sik. Guy McCree and Dan Ives here to take you through this one. Good to have your company as always. Best of 5 here to decide the mixed doubles crown.
Love one.
Already there, the quality of Lin's backhand. Similar to Robles in that way, actually, coming around the side of the ball.
Left. Love one. One all.
Just missing it that time. Just reading the float serve from Jeon Jihee.
One. All.
First 4 points being shared then here. Yeah, it's that combining, well, again, Lin and Cheng right off the receive. This is the push receive this time, Cheng. It was a good one previously, which set up the combination. Not that time.
Yeah, good serve that. Heavy underspin. Good racket speed from Lee Sang-soo going into the ball. Lovely backhand there from Jeon. Great wrist. Even Lin Wenru can keep the ball down.
Four all.
Yeah, we posed this question of these two having played a match, played on this table. Sort of factor that is really Lin and Cheng, of course, having not played, but I think you can see here early on that they have started nicely, but so are these two. Lee Sang-soo, of course, was in pretty imperious form in that men's doubles final. Jeon Jihee as well, and her forehand very good in the women's doubles match. It's just got so many bits and pieces going on this final, especially with the start that Lin and Cheng have made. Their combinations so far. It's that flick receive, isn't it, of Lin Wenru, which is going to be a key factor in this final.
I mean, Jeon Jihee there is really trying to get a lot of backspin to cancel it out, but Lin is still able to make that shot. It's good hold there from Jeon Jihee again. Key shot here from herself. Oh. Serve was fizzing. Look here. What? Something must have clipped. Something happened there. Must have been a jump and just caught Leon at a strange angle.
Yeah, because I mean he's set up. I mean he's blocked. Yeah, I mean backspin block. I mean received there. I mean it was absolutely fine. And it just seemed to. It's weird. mystery spin.
Yeah.
On the service.
6.
It's the silent assassin for you, Lin Winru.
Yeah. Shh. Genius at work. Oh, he can't get round. He's so keen there to flick that, Lin Winru, but of course he had so much ground to cover, and maybe for once he just almost was there, wasn't he?
Such an aggressive shot to play, coming right around. It's a gamble, but when it comes off, it's an outright winning point, you know.
Six, 9.
The right idea from Jihee. She's trying to bring Lin around on that forehand side, get him on the move. We'll see what she does here on the receive.
9, 7. Play, please.
So trying to avoid Lin Winru's backhand flick here.
9, 8.
Oh.
9,
Well, he was trying to inject pace into the exchange there, Lee Sangsu, but Cheng's forehand is so dependable, isn't it? Even on the stretch slightly there, the control that she gets. Quality player, of course, Ching. And talk about Lin Winru and his fast rise these past few years, but Ching, of course, a fixture at the top of the sport for many years now. Successful runs at Olympic Games, World Championships, former Olympic quarter-finalist, championship medalist.
9,
Can't
10.
pick that up, and game point now coming up for the Korean pair.
Yeah, Lin was there.
Play, please. 10, all.
Heavy underspin serve there from Lin Winru. He couldn't quite get his back to it and get the lift. Oh, brilliant shot there from Jihee.
11.
Saw the line. Brilliant reactions. Another game point for Korea.
Come on.
Yeah,
Well,
and it's
10
taken this
to
time.
Lee and
First
Joe.
blood then in this mixed doubles final. To the Korean pair, to Lee Sangsu and JEON Jihee. 12-10.
Yeah, a very good start here from Korea. Lin Winru missing his banker backhand flick. That's good play. Korea, they got the good start, kept the momentum. Good fight.
이기는 거는 지가 잘하면 어쩔 수 없어. 이제 니네가 견뎌주고 된단 말이야. 알았어? 이제 반대로 우리가 또 더 유리해지잖아. 아닌가?
안 되죠. 제가
Yeah, so came to the good, of course, they both look for a respective double up here on finals day at WTT Star Contender Doha. Look at the head-to-head between these two. Of course, Lin and Cheng with the 3 titles. Not actually a lot to separate them, though, in terms of experience overall. In terms of the partnerships, they're at similar stages, even if Yeah, especially with Lee Sangsu, he's got loads of experience in his career.
Yeah, exactly. There's not a lot in this at all. And that's why we know it's going to be such a close contest, of course. Career, Lee Sangsu and Jihee winning the opening set against the #1 team from last week, winning contender Doha, Lin Wenru and Ching.
The second game, Cheng to serve, level.
Came down then the winners of the contender event, Ching and Lin Wenru here.
1 love.
It's just interesting, again, we talk a lot about the permutations for not just this event, desperate to win this event, but the build-up to Tokyo and the Olympics. I've been saying this through the doubles events because that's the thing, that's what's even upgraded these World Table Tennis events even more. Not just that they're huge in their own right, but we've got an Olympic cycle as well. We've got the events this summer, and mixed doubles, of course, first time that it's going to be a medal event, table tennis at the Olympic Games, and you've got 2 top pairings. I mean, you wouldn't be surprised, frankly, down here to see this as a medal match.
Yeah.
Semi-final or a medal match, finals even. I mean, the Chinese, as I say, and the Japanese will have something to say about that, the other favoured teams. But the standard we've seen so far backs that up, that you think in WTT events to come, these pairings are going to be contenders, obviously, to win the silverware. But also at the Olympics as well, wouldn't be surprised to see them, one or both of these teams, you know, on the podium for the medals.
No, I couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. This is at the highest level out here in Doha. And right now, it's just Korea with the momentum, making more of the noise, taking initiative. So Lee Sangsu there signalling whereabouts Jihee needs to receive. He's telling it into the backhand of Cheng.
2, 3.
And the reason for doing that, you know, showing your opponent where to receive to, it just gives you then that bit more time to know where the likely return is of your opponent.
Let 2, 3. Trio.
Again, just making Lin a bit uncomfortable there into the chest of Chinese Taipei man, trying to stop him bringing his considerable weaponry into the contest.
3-5.
And misses with his backhand again there. Fascinating, isn't it, to watch Lin Wenru through this this final so far, because a lot of the match being played to him. I just wondered tactically your thoughts on that, Dan. You know, with Lee and JEON, they're sending a lot, trying to really put their big attacks his way, I think, more than anything.
Yeah, obviously they know the threat of Lin and how strong he is. But you're right there, Lin is making a lot of the unforced errors at the minute. Doesn't look too settled at all in this game.
Timeout.
It's a timeout called by the Chinese Taipei bench.
I'm not surprised, as I say, they need a little bit more from Lin Wenru here, the pair. Cheng's been decent as well, especially on her forehand side, very dependable. I think Lin, they need a bit more. They need a bit more from him to get back into this.
Yeah, in doubles. When 2 players are playing well, that's when it works. That's when it works strong. Well, you can have 1 player playing amazing, but if the other player is not keeping up, then it becomes difficult.
It's Zheng Qiaqi who is the coach of the pair, of course. Chu Kyo-sung back in action again as well. The Koreans on the bench earlier, of course, in this session. Now, things can turn around very, very quickly, but I think it's backing up what you were suggesting at the moment. I mean, there's no fatigue here on the part of these two. Actually, they're using the experience, the table time from earlier in the session, particularly Lee, of course, because he basically just comes straight back on. Yeah. They're actually using that, being maybe a little bit sharper so far. Cheng has been decent, but maybe Lin just taking his time to really hit top gear in this final. There's still time, and we all know about his quality.
That's the thing, Lin Wenru can up his game very quickly, so we'll see what happens here. That was nice. Strong backhand. Very whippy. It's been Lin here so far. Quality shots, backhand spin there. Really bringing his wrist over the ball.
Yeah, that's those last couple of points suggested that he needed to bring a bit more, and of course he's done it there. Slightly different. I mean, the receive here from Lin Wenru, as you say, brushing up just a little bit more, just technically, just a little change from how he's been. Because he's trying to flick really with, flick a little bit flatter, if you like, with a bit more pace, and it hasn't been coming off all the time. But just notice there, just break that down. I mean, a little bit technically what he's trying to do those last couple of receives.
Yeah, he's trying to use that wrist and get the ball to the white line, trying to get it deep to the table, and then it's a lot harder to counter. And then players generally play a bit slower on softer. And then Ching can come in with the attack.
7-6.
They've turned this right around. I think Lin Wenru is listening to you in the commentary box, Guy.
Certainly, since the timeout, he's come back out and he's stepped it up with the service here. That was a good receive, wasn't it, from Jihee there? Hard back at her opponent, Cheng. Didn't have much time, did she, on the third ball at all? Was actually taking a step back there rather than really transferring her weight into the shot.
Brilliant touch there. Loads of backspin, tight over the net.
Tough shot to execute, isn't it, that for Cheng. You can see what she was trying to do. Go at Lee, but I mean, going across that service on the receive, it's a tough shot to pull off.
Yeah, Jihee just got enough topspin. I think it was misread slightly by Cheng. You see now how crucial these serve receives are becoming now. The latter stage of the game.
I mean, it's a point you've made throughout the event, really. Down on the commentary here about the serve receive, about the quality of it now at the top of the sport, and of course we've seen so much of that here in this event because of the level of the caliber of opponents, players involved. Oh, that's very good from Lin there, quickly across the table when he's at his best. Kind of comes out of nowhere, doesn't he, across the table?
Well, it's good to use his forehand there, because in the previous game he was trying to use his backhand from there, and you can see why Lee Sangsu tried to pull it there, because he knows Lin's trying to get around on the backhand. So Lin's made a good decision there. You know what, I'm going to use my forehand now when it comes to that forehand area.
2 game points for the Chinese Taipei pair. And that will do it for them. So back into things here. Lin Wenru and Cheng 1 each in games now in this final.
Yeah, Lin Wenru really, you know, he didn't up his level there. He just made more safety in his first shot, which I guess he upped his level. But you know, he was just more consistent there and didn't break down. It just put a lot more pressure on Korea. Towards the start of that game, he was making a lot of unforced errors, and you know, we see on the score 11-8.
No, I mean, you referenced the point, again, something that you've discussed at times, you know, come back to the key points, something we've been saying throughout the commentary, you know, your base level, you can go back to that, it's often, can be enough in particular situations. Hashtag WTT Doha, of course, invite your comments as well through the WTT digital and social channels, the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Weibo, YouTube, because we are building up as well, not just here at the end of this session, we're building up to a couple of big singles finals later. Get your comments in as well, we're previewing all of that as well on the Instagram, on the Twitter. Get involved as well. Want to hear from you. Thoughts not just on these finals, on the 2 weeks of competition as a whole, how you found it, how you found the coverage, the competition as well. Maybe the rallies as well that you've seen, what stands out for you, maybe a particular performance. Get involved. Really want to hear from you.
Game, JEON to serve, level.
It's mixed doubles final back in the balance. 1 game apiece, best of 5.
Left, level. Love 1.
So there for Lee Sangsu, it popped up high. It's a lot easier to flick through those balls when they come up high above the net height. The sign of a good touch is when a player keeps it lower. This is key here in this game, actually. Jihee being able to serve well enough to stop Lin Wenru being able to go for that big backhand attack. Got to keep the serve tight with backspin.
1.
Misses out that time. That's it's looped, really, the drive. Loopy from Lin Wenru. Look of disgust, and look back to the coach there, to Chu, from Cheng. Struggling a little bit, isn't she, with that receive, that particular receive on the forehand side. Another error with it. It's not the first time.
It's good pressure.
2, 4.
Jihee did well there to play the line ball, to get the loose ball. Look at this backhand here, straight down the line. Important there for both players to stay at the table, to take the ball to the top of the bounce, take it early. Don't give your opponents any time. And it's Korea in the 4-2 lead.
Into the elbow, really, of Lin there. You know about the quality he's got on the third ball, but he couldn't really do a great deal there. It's difficult.
Yeah, straight in that crossover point, right in the elbow. Brilliant serve.
Quicker one, wasn't it, and deeper. JEON wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, very clever.
Five, four.
Coming back here.
Again, it's that backhand on Lin Winru. He's able to do that on any serve. So it just puts Lee under so much pressure straight away. It's making Jihee have to really think about her serve.
Oh! It's a bullet, isn't it?
That time, Lee Sangsu ready for the flick. I think he's got to be, really. He knows that Lin Winru is going to flick the ball, whatever serve Jihee does. Lovely shot.
Difficult there, isn't it? I mean, when the ball's coming with such pace in the first place, to counter it with pace and even more pace.
Such a tough shot to do. It's the hardest shot in the game, especially on the backhand side.
Trying to go for one of those freewheeling forehands, Jihee, that we've seen her pull off a number of times. All the matches that she's won, these respective draws, not this time. Exciting player to watch, isn't she?
Acrobatic.
Well, they're hanging in there. Lin and Cheng coming from a game down, coming from behind in this third. Needing to show those kind of qualities, those battling qualities.
Six, seven.
Can't believe that.
This is the pressure from career.
That's unbelievable. Twice.
Lee Sangsu, he's worried to try and keep that serve so tight, from the incoming attack.
It's amazing. Someone of his, I mean, he's the most experienced out there. That's incredible. Oh, Ching, so reliable through a forehand side, and JEON sent sprawling there. Yeah, she's okay.
She's done the splits on the floor.
She's certainly getting used to the Gurful flooring, isn't she? I mean, she's spending a lot of time there at the moment, Jihee. Down on the floor.
9-6.
Oh, these athletes as well, wonderful flexibility that they've got. Attributes. It's Lin at his best. A short flick, kill. Bringing up 4 game points. Oh, from 6 each here. What a run this is.
Chop block. It's one way to return Lin Winru's backhand. Lin's done the backhand flick on every single Jihee serve in this third game.
Second game point.
Let's push it that time. Lee Sangsu followed up well and saved 2 game points. Yeah, good flick there, out wide, stepping in with that right leg over the table.
The towel down then, of course, after every 6 points, they're allowed a towel down. Do the math here, 18 points into the game. reason for it, but more importantly here, 2 more game points. Usually, perhaps they've got the service back as well, Lin and Cheng. Whoa, here, having been 10-6 up, just 1 opportunity remains now.
Yeah, Lee read the long serve there well, picked it in with his topspin.
Yeah, this time they managed to convert. They can't quite come back there, Lee and JEON, from 10-6. And from a game down here, it's the Chinese Taipei pair, a game away from back-to-back titles.
Yeah, key touch there from Cheng. You see there, it forced John to just push a bit weak and passive and high. Allowed Lin to get in first with that left-handed fine topspin. Frustration from the Korean bench, but a very strong third game there from Chinese Taipei.
In the game up, they're now a game down, and in the best of 5, at the point of no return, they need the next 2 here if they're going to win both of them a second title of this event here, the WTT Star Contender Doha. Both these teams, of course, doing well. Lin Wenru and Cheng Ching, as we know, having won the Contender event last week, but these 2 did very well. I think just got edged out in their semi-final, out by Emmanuel Lebesson and Yuan Jianan. Cheng and Lin went on to beat those that French pair 11-4 in the 5th. It's just been competitive throughout, hasn't it, really, this Middle East hub. One of the values, really, of world table tennis, the competitiveness, as well as the fun nature of it, the innovative nature with this brand new WTT arena. All the enhanced broadcast production ticks an awful lot of boxes, and it's only going to get bigger. These first 2 official events of the new world table tennis era.
Lin's backhand coming into play again there. So effective.
I mean, any keys for you here? It's a very tight match. It's not like, I mean, that 3rd game, yep, Lin and Cheng have won it, but for me, Dan, I don't think Lee and JEON are doing an awful lot wrong here. It's just, isn't it, a lot of this is just execution at this stage, isn't it, of patterns?
Yeah, execution and just trying to keep the serves tight enough to avoid very strong attacks. I mean, Cheng is very solid. She reminds me of Feng Tian Wei, very solid all-round game, whereas Lin is very, very dangerous at the start of a point. So it's important to try and stop that. So Lee Sangsu's serving right now. It needs to be well enough to stop a strong attack from Lin. You see there, the serve's drifting quite long, so Lin can make the attack. It's hard for Jun to counter this ball because he's got so much topspin. I mean, you see the spin on that ball? She's come over the top, but it's still gone off. Percentage-wise, Lin is going to win more points more often doing that shot than Jun doing the counter, if that makes sense.
3-2.
Good serve that, wasn't it? Fizzing with backspin. You can see it, as soon as it contacted Jun's bat, it just dropped down to the net. But like most games, guys, you said, you know, the serve-receive is what dictates how the rally's going to play out generally.
Especially in doubles.
Especially in doubles, yeah. Because it's the movement, you don't have the time. And
2-4. Time out.
Oh, we've got a timeout here. It is on the part of the Korean pair. Of course, had their timeout left to use. Cheng and Lin using their timeout earlier in the final. Timeout's being used now at this stage. This is, we talk a lot about timeouts, get a lot of queries, don't we, with use of timeouts, why, when they get used. This one is, I guess it's to try and break momentum, isn't it, for Lin and Cheng here, having won 4 of the first 6 points.
Yeah, just to slow them down, you know, and it gives time for Lee and Jun to, you know, gather the motivation and energy and positivity. If you lose a few points on a trot, you know, your head can drop, you can lose a bit of belief. So going away, you go, okay, come on, we can do this. We got this. Okay, let's try and use this tactic. And that's what I love it as well. They may try and change a tactic if they can see something isn't working. Because of course, there's not a long way to go now till Lin and Cheng could take this title. 7 points away.
Yeah, that's why Chu Kyo-sung went and utilised it now to try and break that run that they've put together here. 4 of the first 6, having won, of course, the 3rd game. Chinese Taipei pair. JEON resuming with the service. Oh, and he finding the net. Problems deepen here.
There's a few unforced service errors from Korea throughout this game, and again, they're very conscious of this area, how important it is to stop the incoming attack. Brilliant flick there from Lin.
And precisely because of that, especially when they've been serving to Lin Win-ru as well.
I mean, it was a good touch there from Lee Sangsu. He kept it low. You know, I don't think he was even expecting that. He's like, you know, you can see he's like, whew. Was impressive, that shot.
Is this the victory push? Coming together here, the key push. What have these two got left?
Oh.
3-7.
Great receive.
Yeah, flick receive from Lee. Very good quality.
Yeah, reverse backhand flick, good variation. And that time Lin was just not ready for his backhand, you know. It's that variation that's really important to keep your opponent guessing.
3-8.
See what I said earlier, you know, percentage-wise, Lin's backhand is going to be safer than Jun's counter topspin. So Lin's making that, you know, that opening first.
Play, please.
Hence why, you know, they're winning more of the points.
And now Cheng here,
3.
so dependable, just in the background while you see the moments from Lin Win-ru. This is part of what makes them such a good partnership,
Absolutely.
isn't it? Because you've got this kind of mercurial quality of Lin Win-ru, and then you've got the dependability of Cheng, and they combine, they've got those different gifts. It's not quite as simple as that, because obviously they can both do the other aspect. I mean, Cheng's a wonderful player, has got
9-3.
firepower as well, and Lin can be dependable, but that's what you think about them first and foremost.
No,
what they bring.
Yeah, Lin sets Cheng up so well.
9-3.
Because she stays close to the table with those attacks. And again, she's so all-round and so balanced. She doesn't make many unforced errors in any wing.
Yeah, new ball in play here. They just tested out. The old one met its demise.
10-3.
And it looks like the Korean pair might be meeting their ending here. 7 match points.
4-10.
Lin going for the glory shot there on the backhand. Almost had it. So 1 match point saved.
Yeah, problem is 6 to come. And they can afford a few moments here. I mean, that's not her normal level of consistency, but still 5 more match points. Surely they take one of them. Lee there first to the punch.
Another one. Sun.
Change of ball.
Another one. Yeah, that one didn't last long. Handful of points and it was gone.
6.
Third match point. Yep.
11.
That'll do it. Back-to-back titles here at the WTT Middle East Hub for Lin Wenru and Ching, winners of the contender event last week and now winners of WTT Star Contender Doha. One of the in-form teams going forward and showcasing it here at the Lusail Sports Arena. Disappointment for Lee Sangsu and Jihee, just the one title for each of them, of course. They can't double up themselves. But these two are going to be tough to beat, you feel, and that's proven to be the case here these 2 weeks in Doha. They are the champions once again in the mixed doubles, Lin Wenru and Ching.
An absolute fantastic performance, yeah, from Chinese Taipei. I feel like Lin Wenru really stepped it up halfway through that game. Cheng was always consistent throughout. Lin was making some errors early on, but he really came together towards the end there, and his backhand for me was everything. On the receiver serve, he was so dominant. But Korea had a good run.
And you can see Lee Sangsu just a bit frustrated there to lose out in 4 games. They desperately, both of them, wanted a second doubles crown, having won the men's and women's doubles titles respectively earlier in this session, but denied by the in-form high-quality pair from Chinese Taipei, the winners. So the session at an end then, this first session of 5 finals here on finals day at the WTT Middle East Hub, WTT Star Contender Doha. We're setting up for the trophy presentation for the last of our doubles finals, the mixed doubles contest, of course. That's coming very shortly. The presentation party being introduced there. Ali Sultan or Mufta from the WTT Middle East Hub, part of the presentation panel there. Mixed doubles then, the last of the doubles contest to be decided. The singles, of course, to come later. But first of all, we have this trophy presentation for the mixed doubles coming up now.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of WTT and the Qatar Table Tennis Association, welcome to the Mixed Doubles Award ceremony for the first ever WTT Star Contender Doha. a historical fortnight of the table tennis comes to an end with the crowning of our first ever WTT Star Contender champion right here in Qatar. To all the fans watching around the world, we hope you have enjoyed all the table tennis action on show. We warmly welcome our distinguished guests for today's trophy presentation. Mr. Ali bin Sultan Al-Muftah, WTT Middle East Hub Deputy Event Director. And also let's welcome Mr. Munir Bassah, ITTF Member Relations Director. Please welcome back your finalists, JEON, Jihee and Sangsu. I now invite Mr. Munir Bassah to present the finalists' trophy. And now, our WTT Star Contender Doha 2021 champions, from Chinese Taipei, Cheng and LIN. I now invite Mr. Ali bin Sultan Al-Muftah to present the winner trophies to our champions.
So the champions then in the mixed doubles, it's a double up for Lin Wenru and Cheng, having won the WTT Contender Doha crown in the mixed doubles, adding the WTT Star Contender Doha title. So a perfect couple of weeks really of tournament play for them. Chinese Taipei pair, Sangsu and Jihee having to make do with a finalist trophy this time, but of course they both successful in their respective other doubles competitions. Sangsu alongside Jung-sik in the men's doubles, and Jihee earlier with Shin Yubin winning the women's doubles crown. So they've had a very successful tournament as well. But it is Cheng and Lin, the champions once again in the mixed doubles.
A warm thank you to our presenters for joining us.
So the doubles titles decided, 3 finals already that we've seen, with those 3 titles decided. Just wrapping up the results from them. Jihee with Shin Yubin beating the top seeds Kasumi Ishikawa and Miu Hirona. No double up for them, having won the contender title 3-0. Jung-sik and Sangsu combining to beat the World Championship silver medalists Robles and Ionescu in the 5th and final game. And just now, of course, Lin Wenru and Cheng doubling up, adding the Star Contender crown to their contender title with that success over Sangsu and Jihee. In a couple of hours from now, it's our last session from here at the WTT Middle East Hub. Promises to be a fitting finale, though, with a couple of thrilling finals in prospect. They'll both be over the best of 7 games. Of course, Mimorito looking to make it back-to-back titles in the singles. She's up against Feng Tianwei, and then a compatriot, Tomokazu Harimoto, the top seed as well. This time on the men's singles side of things, takes on surprise finalist Ruan Phyllis, 42 in the world, the German, going for the title. Hope you can join us in just over a couple of hours from now from those final matches in the singles draw. For now, though, from the Lusail Sports Arena, it's goodbye.